Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. This is it. A ticket to the Florida State Championship round is on the line tonight in this regional title match featuring the Hernando Leopards and the Dunedin Falcons. We're broadcasting live tonight from the Engelbert Complex in Dunedin, Florida. I'm Will Wilkie, and by my side on the call tonight is none other than Brian Lott.
Thank you, Will. What can you say? It's baseball, the playoff baseball, and we've got two great teams battling for that championship bid, and we have the privilege to be in a wonderful facility tonight. Thank you to all the fans who are joining us tonight, and the promises to be an exciting battle on the diamond.
That's right, Brian. The energy, the excitement. The fans from both squads well represented here tonight. This is the definition of playoff baseball. Go ahead, give us a quick rundown, Brian, on the path that the Leopards and the Falcons took to get here tonight.
How is this for a matchup, Will? Both teams come in tonight with identical 20-8 records and a 4-game winning streak, but this is where the similarities end. Let's start with Hernando. They have had a flair for dramatics this playoff season. They've won their district title game 1-0 in a hard-fought battle against Central. Then in the opening regional game, they had an incredible come-from-behind victory in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs, where they plated 3 runs on a triple to advance with a 3-2 victory over Hardy. Then the Leopards went down to face the number 1 seeded Sebring squad and held off a furious late inning rally from the Blue Streaks to advance to tonight's regional final, winning 8-7.
Wow, what a ride it's been for Hernando. We actually carried that Hardy game live, and I'll tell you what, Brian, if you haven't seen the ending to that game yet, it's worth the watch.
It sure is. Let's take a look at the home team, Dunedin Falcons. They have been getting the job done this playoff season, breezing through their district opponents and taking home the title, scoring 20 runs in 2 games. But more impressively, they are back-to-back shutouts that they notched along with the way. The dominating play of the Falcons have continued in the regional round, taking down Wesley Chapel 3-1 and taking care of business against the parish community with this past Saturday by a 9-1 score.
We certainly have 2 great teams for this marquee matchup tonight, Brian. Give us some players to watch tonight for both teams.
For Hernando, they'll need their master T's tonight. That's Talpa, Taylor, and Tofowski to lead the charge offensively. For Dunedin, they are batting .287 as a team this season, so 1 through 9 are getting it done. Tonight, we'll start on the mound for the Falcons as their ace Trey Beard, who has had an incredible season.
Thank you, Brian, for that summary. A great night of championship baseball awaits. It's a great time to hit that subscribe button now. Toss a like our way as well. We'll go right into the Divinity Med Spa starting lineup right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
The Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
First for the visiting Leopards of Hernando High School. Leading off, playing second base, Gabe Tofowski. Batting second, playing DH, Tyson Morgan. Batting third, playing right field, Anthony Talpa. Batting fourth, playing first base, Nico Janssens. Batting fifth, playing center field, Tristan Legg. Batting sixth on the mound, Michael Savarese. Batting seventh, playing third base, Stephen Hart. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Andrew Van Alstyne. Batting ninth behind the plate, William Taylor. And getting the start in left is Colton Cloud. And the head coach of the Leopards, Tim Sims. And now for the home team, Dunedin Falcons. Leading off, playing third base, Rock Helton. Batting second, he's on the mound, Trey Beard. Batting third, playing right field, A.J. Shelton. Batting fourth, playing shortstop, Justin Branch. Batting fifth, playing left field, Tristan Rogers. Batting sixth, playing center field, Grayson McNeil. Batting seventh, he's DHing Tristan Fondren. Batting eighth, behind the plate, Brady Byers. And batting ninth, playing first, Brian Luz. And getting the start at second base is Jack Johnson. And the coach for the Falcons, Brett McCarty. And this is your Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
Number 10, Luke Oster.
So we're about ready to get underway here. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer as they complete the player introductions and go into the national anthem.
Number 19, Will Fallon.
So we'll turn it over to the PA announcer for now, and then we'll come back with our own audio after the national anthem. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
And tonight's starting lineup, leading off, third baseman, number 9, Rock Helton. Batting second, the pitcher, number 8, Trey Beard. Batting third, the right fielder, number 27, AJ Shelton. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 4, Josiah Branch. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 25, Tristan Rogers. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 2, Grayson McNeil. Batting seventh, number 15, the designated hitter, Tristan Frondren. Batting eighth, the catcher, Brady Byers. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 3, Brian Lose. And playing second base, number 6, Jack Johnson. The assistant coaches, JT Donald, Josh Morgan, Davis Kippen, and Donnie Scott. And the head coach of the Falcons, Brett McCarty. Please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's give a big round of applause for our Dunedin High Navy Junior ROTC.
And that was the honor guard of the Dunedin High School Navy Junior ROTC presenting the colors this evening. Sure are happy that you're joining us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network here tonight for this regional championship game between the Hernando Leopards and the Dunedin Falcons. If you're new to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, we are a non-profit organization broadcasting these games live from all over the Tampa Bay region. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, but it helps offset our costs. We sure do appreciate that. Also, toss a like our way as well. Shows us that you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight. And actually a little bit of inside baseball on the YouTube algorithms. The more likes that we get, it actually shows up. It's more likely to show up on a search term. So if anyone just searches for baseball, the more likes we have, the more likely that this is going to pop up for just some average viewer, and they get to see all the talent on display here this evening. So go ahead and toss a like our way as well. So we're about ready to get underway. The rights to the broadcast of this regional contest in the 2022 FHSA Class 4A Baseball Championship have been granted to the Gulf Coast Sports Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association as intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited. So I'll run through the defensive set for Dunedin for you right now. We'll start with the battery. Beard on the mound, Byers behind the plate. Helton at third, Branch at short. Johnson at second, Lewis at first. Rogers in left, McNeil in center, and Shelton in right. So here we go, Brian. Playoff baseball.
You got that right, Will. It's a packed house tonight, and hope making of a great baseball game. And what better way to start it than having Beard on the mound for the Falcons? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's running somewhere around about a .73, .74 ERA on the year. 130 strikeouts. I'm excited to see what he's got here.
Leading off for the Leopards, number 3, Gabe Tefelsky.
So we're ready to play some baseball. Leading off the game will be Gabe Tefelsky for Hernando. Beard works from the windup, and he'll offer. Strike one called on the inside corner. Or correction, that was a ball. 1-0. Comes in low as well, 2-0. Beard, the left-hander. He'll connect on that offering. Beard, a Florida Atlantic commit. Breaking ball will miss. Works to the hitter's count now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Beard looking to battle back. Tefelsky looking for that hitter's count. Chopper over to third. That's Helton up with it. He'll fire over to first. Corralled by Luz for out number 1. And Dunedin able to get the first out of the ball game. Ground ball 5-3 for out number 1. That'll bring up the designated hitter this evening for the Leopards, Tyson Morgan. That fastball is going to miss away. Good job by Beard there, Brian, inducing that ground ball after getting behind in the count, 3-1.
Yeah, he did do a great job there. Little high on the first couple of pitches, but had a great looking curveball, but it missed just a little high. But he was able to come back in and produce that fastball and got that easy ground out to third base.
That breaking ball missed high again. Advancing the count to 2-1 on Morgan. Beard winds in, delivers. Gets it by Morgan for strike 2. And the 2-2 offering. Fouled away. Good battle by Morgan. And that'll come in high, running the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch for Beard and Morgan. Called strike 3. Beard connects on that outside corner for out number 2.
Yeah, Beard's he's been able to locate that fastball very well, especially after his first couple of pitches. And curveball still just a little bit high, but I imagine it'll take a little bit of time and he'll get that back in the zone like he's wanting to.
And there it is right there, Brian.
Talk about it, and there it was.
So Beard connects on that breaking ball outside corner, gets a hit on Talpa, 0-1. Hard hit ball. Helton up with it. Tosses over to Luz with the stretch. Hernando goes down in order. 1, 2, 3. The Falcons get it done defensively. We move to the bottom of the first inning. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Baseball Regional Final on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So we advance to the home half of the first inning. The Dunedin defense gets it done in the top half. You know, sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by this station and the FHSAA. So let's run through that Hernando defensive set for you. We'll start with the batteries. Savarese on the mound, Taylor behind the plate. Hard at third, Van Alstyne at short. Tefelsky at second, Jansen's at first. Cloud in left, Leg in center, and Talpa in right. So a quick start to the ball game, Brian. I mean, the Beard struggled a little bit there at the beginning with the pitch count to Tefelsky, but he's able to get that ground out, and then back-to-back ground outs after that.
He did. He took him a couple of pitches to get settled in, but he really settled in great and was able to get 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning to get their hot-hitting team up to bat. But at the same time, I think Savarese, that's on the mound for Hernando, he's also a pretty dominant pitcher at about, I think he's at about a .77 ERA as well himself. So expecting good things on both sides of the mound.
First pitch offering from Savarese connects on the outside corner, called strike 1. Leading off the inning for Dunedin is Rock Helton. Fastball comes in high. Helton responsible for 2 of the Dunedin outs in the top of the inning, locking down that third base position, or as we like to call it, the hot corner. Savarese winds and delivers, and that'll miss low. Helton showing solid patience here early on, and a 2-1 count advantage. Popped up. Coming in on it is leg. He'll call off Van Alstyne. And he'll record out number 1 of the inning for the Leopards. It's a beautiful evening here in Dunedin, Florida. We got the sun beginning to set, although we probably still got about another hour to go. We got a breeze coming in off the Gulf, so on your television screen or your phone, however you're watching us tonight, that'll actually be going out to center field. Trey Beard now up for the Falcons, looking to help his own cause. And he'll take strike 1 on the outside. Fouled away out of play, third base side. Savarese quickly ahead, 0-2. Beard will be looking to protect the remainder away, taking that 2-strike approach. What do you think here, Brian, with that 0-2 count?
I'm thinking high fastball. Oh.
Line drive over to Hart at third. He'll corral it to the glove for out number 2.
I think Savarese got lucky on that one, Will. I think that was scheduled to be a high fastball, but he almost got it in the zone for Beard to be able to get that ball over Hart's head and potentially have a double there. So he got lucky and got out of that one, but good job by Hart.
The out by Hart has 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up the number 3 batter, A.J. Shelton. Savarese works from the windup, and he'll offer. Outside corner connects for strike 1. Savarese able to get that by, swinging a miss for strike 2. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Shelton will have to protect, trying to get a 2-out rally going for Dunedin.
I'm guessing curveball on this one, Will.
Swing and a miss. Fastball gets by. For out number 3, we move to the second inning. We're all tied up at 0. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Regional Final on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
Welcome to the Clubhouse and Recovery Room, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training and sports recovery facility. Our 11,000 square foot facility features baseball and softball lessons, bullpens, cages, hit tracks, pitching machines, pro shop, gym area, and travel teams. Our recovery room is one of a kind, offering the newest technology to keep you on the field playing at your best. We offer a full line of therapy including cryosauna, laser therapy, chiropractic adjustments, and much more. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse and Recovery Room have you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile off the Suncoast Expressway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
Tonight's game in the 2022 FHSAA Class 4A Baseball Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida's student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. Leading off the top of the second inning for Hernando will be Nico Janssens. That pitch will miss for ball 1. Two and 0. Dunedin defense playing Jansen straight up. Fouls that down that third base line. Olay from Tim Sims over there coaching third.
I think that was a little closer than he wanted.
Yeah. The 2-1 offering. Beard gets it by. Beard shakes it off before finding one that he likes, and the 2-2 offering from the windup gets fouled away again as Jansen continues to battle. That's going to be fouled off of Jansen's in the box. And that'll come in low. So we got a full count here for the leadoff batter, Jansen's, here in the top of the second inning. Payoff pitch for Beard. Ground ball over to second. Johnson will scoop it up, toss it over to Luz for out number 1. Once again, Beard doing well, getting the ground ball that he wanted after going deep in the count, Brian.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It looks like both pitchers have done a good job of living high. But when you get that 3-2 count, you know, unfortunately, you got to get the ball across the plate. And but he's done a good job and produced three different ground balls there.
Breaking ball miss outside to Tristan Legg. Gets the start in center field for the Leopards this evening. Fouled away out of play, first base side. That'll even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Changeup, that's going to be chopped over to Helton at third. Mr. Automatic connects again. He'll toss it over to Luz at first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs in the inning. Brings up the pitcher, Michael Savaries. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight. You can go ahead and follow us at GCSN Broadcast on Facebook and Twitter. We'll have the highlights to tonight's ball game posted later on this evening, as well as our Glory Days player of the game we'll have featured there as well. So go ahead and give us a follow at GCSN Broadcast. Beard gets that fastball working. He's quickly ahead 0-2. Inside corner connects for Mr. Beard. Strike 3 is recorded. We're going to move to the bottom of the second inning. We're all notched up at 0. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Regional Championship on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
To attend the 2022 Florida High School Baseball.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been golfed usually weekly. play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
So we move to the home half of the second, all tied up at 0. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast this evening. I've got a challenge for our viewers here tonight. Right now we got 10 likes, which we really appreciate. Let's see if we can get to 20. Again, the more likes that we get, the more visible this game becomes on YouTube for anyone who's not seeking it out intentionally. And we'd love to give as much exposure to these young men as we possibly can. That's a big reason why we do this here at the Gulf Coast Sports Network, to showcase the talent that we have in the region. And as always, we appreciate your viewership and your support. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for Dunedin will be Josiah Branch. It's going to be fouled away. Ball ended up ricocheting back towards the right field foul line, so we're just waiting to get that collected. Savarese will work from the windup, and that'll come in low, 1-1. That's going to be fought away foul again. Savarese doesn't like the sign. He'll shake it off. Tries for that inside corner, Brian. He's going to miss inside. 2-2. Two offering to Branch. And that's going to be called strike 3. Savarese gets out, number 1 of the inning in the books.
Come on, guys, let's go. Got a really good pitchers duo here. Get this game started. It's going to be tough to try to get the ball in play and get a base runner.
And trying to do that right now is Tristan Rogers for Dunedin. There's a little looper to left. That could be trouble. Cloud comes in on it. He'll make the grab. Cloud had some ground to cover. No pun intended. And he'll make the grab for out number 2. Brings up Grayson McNeil. Fastball rides in high for ball 1. That's going to be foul tipped into the glove of Taylor. Or rather, Taylor knocked it down.
They getting it?
The 1-1 offering from Savaries. He's able to get it by. Good defensive swing there by McNeil. Keep that at bat alive, Brian.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Savarese has been living really high on his pitches, and McNeil's done a great job of being able to foul these things off and fight off that 1-2 count.
Fouls it off again, and that's going to run out of real estate for Hart over there at third as it goes out of play third base side. Going to even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Defense and pitching's been the name of the game so far for both squads. Popped up, out of play again.
Yeah, both pitchers have done a really good job of locating their pitches. They've been able to, haven't seen a lot of curveballs yet. Been a lot of fastballs in and around the zone, and done a good job of keeping these batters off balance.
And that'll miss low. Outstanding discipline by McNeil to lay off of that one.
Exactly. It looked good from back here, Will. And I think most of the Hernando team started running off the field thinking that as well. But
and an outstanding at bat by McNeil, fighting off several pitches, and we've got our first base runner of the ball game after the McNeil free pass.
Great discipline there.
Absolutely, absolutely, great call there, Brian. Anytime you get down on the count, you're able to work it back full and then draw a walk. That's a good at bat. Brings up the designated hitter, Tristan Fondren. The first time tonight, Savaries will have to work from the stretch. That gets fouled away. McNeil takes his lead from first. Savaries gives him a look, and now he'll come set. Fastball connects on that inside half of the plate. Savaries quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Fondren's got to try to keep this a bat alive, try to keep the inning going for Dunedin. And he does. He fights that one away. As it drifts out of the play on that first base side. You know, it might be hard for the viewers to see, but you really get a sense here, Brian, sitting here watching the game. These two teams are really focused and dialed in here tonight. You can just feel it.
You're exactly right. They got one thing on their mind, and that's trying to win this regional championship to have a chance to go play for a state championship next week.
Popped up, right field. Talpa comes in on it. Tafalski will call him off as the wind kind of held that one up. Out number 3 is recorded, and the Falcons leave 1. We move to the third. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Regional Championship only on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We move to the top of the third inning. The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA Baseball Championships possible. Team IP, the official merchandiser. Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Balfour, the official supplier of championship rings. Spectrum, the official television partner. Max Preps, the official partner of Scores and Statistics. GoFan, the official online ticket provider. The NFHS Network, the official online partner, and Wilson, the provider of the official game ball for the 2022 FHSAA Baseball Championships.
Leading off this inning, number 4, Stephen Hart.
So here we go, Brian. Top of the third inning. Hernando's gone down in order each inning, so the 7, 8, 9 batters due up. That's going to be Hart, Van Alstyne, and Taylor. And Stephen Hart to lead things off. Off-speed pitch from Beard outside for ball 1. Fastball inside. Beard connects to even things up. Big cut by Hart. Beard gets it by. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barely misses that outside corner. Good idea by Beard on that one.
That was. I was going to bring it up. I think every batter on both sides have done a really good job being disciplined inside that zone and making the pitchers have to throw that ball across the plate.
Called strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Beard and location to match for out number 1.
And that was looked like a beautiful little slider that brought it right back in on the outside corner. And
brings up Andrew Van Alstyne. Wow. Some major movement there by Beard, dropping one in the zone for strike 1. Alongside Brian Lott, I'm Will Wilkie, bringing you the call here this evening for this regional championship game between Hernando and Dunedin. 2 powerhouse programs leaving it all on the line here tonight to try to punch their ticket to the state championships. That one gets fouled away. Beard ahead in the count, 1-2. Popped up, out of play behind in play. An outstanding job by Byers. That ball had all kinds of movement up there in the stratosphere.
Yeah, you're right. That's a tough one for a catcher to do, and then you got the wind coming out from behind home plate, blowing through, and he did a great job. Got turned around and made a great play for the second out of the inning to try to help Beard here.
2 outs now in the inning. Brings up William Taylor, starting catcher for Hernando. And he'll take that fastball high for ball 1. Little dribbler over to the pitcher. Beard up with it. He'll fire to lose at first. And the Leopards go down in order again. We move to the bottom of the third inning. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Regional Championship game only on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Clubhouse and Recovery Room, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training and sports recovery facility. Our 11,000 square foot facility features baseball and softball lessons, bullpens, cages, hit tracks, pitching machines, pro shop, gym area, and travel teams. Our recovery room is one of a kind, offering the newest technology to keep you on the field playing at your best. We offer a full line of therapy including cryosauna, laser therapy, chiropractic adjustments, and much more. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse and Recovery Room have you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile off the Suncoast Expressway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
The Gulf Coast Sports Network is a registered nonprofit broadcasting company. We appreciate your viewership and support, as well as the support of our 2022 spring broadcast partners. You can see them in the right-hand corner of our scoreboard screen. Please support them as they help us promote these wonderful athletes.
Leading off for the Falcons.
You know, Brian, the way this game's going, you got to wonder if one run is all it's going to take here tonight.
I'm beginning to think that myself. And if we don't watch out, we might be an extra innings to get there.
So we're in the home half of the third. First pitch misses low. Leading off the inning for Dunedin will be Brady Byers. Byers had that wonderful catch behind the home plate on a very tough foul ball on the top half of the third. And he'll take that pitch low for a 2-0 count. It's going to be fouled out of play. Savary's able to notch one in the strike column. Good discipline by Byers. He's able to advance it to the hitter's count, 3-1. He's going to be looking for his pitch to drive here, but Savary's going to have to bring something over the plate.
Yeah, you're right about that.
He does. Byers had a nice cut on it. Savary's able to get it by. And it runs the count full, so a payoff pitch here for Savary's and Byers. That's chopped foul. There's been only one base runner so far this evening, and that was to Dunedin on a fabulous at-bat by McNeil, who draw a walk after dropping down the count 0-2. But he was left on base in the home half of the second. Inside corner misses. Dunedin gets the leadoff runner aboard. So this has been the first real opportunity for either team here for... It looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner. Luke Oster. Luke Oster now in at first base for Dunedin.
You know, Will, back to that pitch that put Byers on base. That was a really good pitch by Savary's to be just off the outside corner there, or inside corner, I'm going to say.
Looks like an off-speed pitch there for Savary's. Brian Lou's now at bat for Dunedin. Oster with the healthy lead over there at first. Fastball gets by. Quickly 0-2. There's a line drive to deep left center field. the fence, a big bat. Wheeling around to score will be Oster, and into third base with a huge triple is Brian Luz. Luz got the pitch that he wanted there, Brian.
He sure did. He threw him one right across the plate, and he tattooed that left center for a phenomenal triple and scored a run.
So the Falcons get on the board first. And it turns the lineup for them as well. Rock Helton now up to bat. So a big opportunity here for Dunedin. They've plated one, nobody out, and a runner on third. And Hernando coach Tim Sims will take a stroll to the mound.
Doing good.
So I know a lot of stuff happened quickly there, Brian, but it looked to me like on the 0-2 count to Luz that he got a fastball right over the plate.
Yeah, but I believe Savarese wanted to try to elevate that one like he's been doing the whole game and been efficient at it. And I think he just dropped it a little too far in the zone, and Luz took advantage of it and was able to crack the scoring column and get a run across. And I think Sims at this point, I think he's just trying to settle his guys down. Look, we still got a long ways to go. Let's continue doing what you've been doing. Nothing's hurt. And let's go play some baseball.
So the conference concludes on the mound. We're ready to get back to live action. Helton has a 1-0 count, and that's Luz over at third after the RBI triple. That fastball connects on the outside corner to even things up. One offering. It's going to be fouled straight back out of play. Helton's been getting it done at third base tonight for the Falcon faithful. He's going to try to do the same here at this at bat and plate run number 2. So he fights that one away. A good defensive swing by Helton.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's done a phenomenal job at third base, like a vacuum machine over there. Done a great job so far through 3 innings.
Goes chasing on that one to Van Alstyne. He's going to go home with it. Plate to plate. The ball gets away. So Van Alstyne choosing to go home with it. Looks like the throw might have gotten there in time, but it got away. The run will score. Helton safe at first. So credit that RBI to Rock Helton. And Dunedin's now up 2-0. For starting pitchers now in the box, Trey Beard. That's going to be fouled out of play third base side. Helton has his lead from first. Savarese from the stretch. And he'll offer outside. Good footwork by Taylor to get out there.
It looked like that pitch slipped a little bit because it was way outside.
And that'll miss high, 2-1. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at GCSN Broadcast. We'll have the highlights from tonight's ball game, as well as our Glory Days player of the game featured there as well. So go ahead and give us a follow at GCSN Broadcast. Hard hit ball. Tefalski with the sliding grab over to second. And they'll get the lead runner. A great job by Tefalski, ranging to his left and then firing back to his right. To Van Alstyne covering second for out number 1.
That was a phenomenal job by Tefalski to get just to get to the ball, much less being able to spin around and get that lead runner at second base. Phenomenal job there. I felt sure he was just going to get one and leave the guy at second, but he showed very good quickness there.
So Beard will now take his lead from first. A.J. Shelton now up to bat for Dunedin. Actually, it looks like we might have a courtesy runner there. We'll get that info in just a second. It's Jeremiah Toker now in at first, the courtesy run for Beard. That's going to be fouled away. Count now runs 0-2. Shelton looking to protect. Toker fakes the break for second. Savarese now comes set from the stretch position. He'll offer. Curveball drops in the zone for called strike 3, and a huge strikeout for Hernando. Two outs now in the inning will bring up the cleanup hitter, Josiah Branch. Fouled away out of play. Toker breaks for second. The throw down by Taylor. And Toker get off the bag as he slid a little bit too far. And a heads-up play by Tefalski on the tag will net out number 3. But Dunedin strikes first. They plate 2. We move to the 4th, 2-0. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Regional Championship only on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
Baseball fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2022 Florida High School Baseball State Championships, hosted by Lee County Sports Development. The action takes place May 18th through the 25th at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. Come out and watch state champions crowned in all 7 classifications. For more information, visit FHSAA.com. And the Leopards will start with the top of the order of this inning. Gabe Tafalski, one pitch, grounder over to Helton at third. Tosses over to first for out number 1. Just what you wanted if you're Dunedin there, Brian.
One pitch, one out. That's exactly right. And what better person to hit it to than Helton there at third base.
So one out here in the 4th will bring up the designated hitter, Tyson Morgan. Breaking ball comes inside for ball 1. And that's going to connect in the zone, even up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, certainly you can tell from here, Brian, that Beard's very comfortable pitching from the windup. And he hasn't had to pitch from the stretch the entire evening yet.
You're exactly right. What a great curveball right there, too. But, yeah, he's got a lot of confidence. He looked like he struggled the first couple of pitches to start the game, but he's really settled in and done a phenomenal job of locating fastballs and curveballs and keeping these hitters off balance and actually keeping them off the base pads.
One-two offering, swing and a miss, strike 3. Beard gets another strikeout, and out number 2 of the inning. It's going to bring up Anthony Talpa. Beard from the windup, first pitch offering to Talpa, swing and a miss for strike 1. And that'll miss away. Nice changeup by Beard. Talpa will have to protect, try to keep this at bat alive, get a 2-out rally going for Hernando. And that'll connect again. Strike 3 called. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Baseball Regional Championship only on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
We move to the bottom of the fourth inning. If you're posting pictures from today's event on your social media accounts, tag the FHSAA. They'll retweet and share it. Follow the FHSAA on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can also like them on Facebook at finding them at FHSAA. Keep up with the teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. That's FHSAA. Fastball rocket shot to left center field. That's going to drop in. And Josiah Branch motors into second base with a leadoff double. Happened so fast, Brian, we couldn't even get our graphic up. That was Josiah Branch with a rocket shot to left center field.
First pitch, he threw the ball across the plate, and Josiah did a phenomenal job of barreling it up. I thought there for a minute Cloud was going to be able to get to it out there in left field, but was able to get by him and got a double to lead this thing off for the Falcons.
And an excellent position to start for Dunedin here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Leadoff double brings up Tristan Rogers. And he'll take ball outside. Savarese just misses off the plate. Two and 0. Alongside Brian Lott, I'm Will Wilkie bringing you the call here this evening. We're sure happy that you're joining us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here with us. It's been a phenomenal game so far. Clearly, these two teams deserving of being here in the regional championship.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Will. They've been fighting hard, and they've had a lot of work put in to get to this point, and they deserve every bit of it. And they're not here. They're not disappointing either. It's been a good matchup so far here through 3.5 innings.
Branch with his lead from second. Savarese from the stretch. He'll deliver. Popped up. That could be trouble. Leg comes in on it. A nice sliding basket catch by Tristan Legg in center field. He really had to hustle to get there, Brian.
He did. He did a great job just to get there. I had no idea that he would make it that far. I thought Van Alstine was going to get there, but I think at the last minute, Legg called him off and slid in to make that play. Great job.
One out, runner aboard, brings up Grayson McNeil. Stutter step by Branch there at second.
It looked like he wanted to steal there for a minute.
Wonder if you're just trying to get some movement there in that peripheral vision of Savarese, trying to take the focus off. That first pitch did miss for ball one. Hard ground ball in the right. That's going to get through. Being waved around is Branch. Play it home will not be in time. An RBI single by Grayson McNeil. And the Falcons have increased their lead to 3-0. Great job by McNeil there, Brian. Not trying to do too much with that pitch. Just went with it and took it to right field. Enough for an RBI.
Yeah, yeah, he did do a great job. Put the ball in play and did a great job of scoring a runner from second.
Hart up with that one. They'll get the force at second. That was Fondren who was able to connect with that curveball. 5-4, the recorded out. It's going to bring up Brady Byers. Fastball misses upstairs. And that'll miss high again, 2-0. Fondren with his lead from first. Savarese gives him a quick look before coming set. And the 2-0 offer, and that'll miss low. Good patience by Byers. He's now got a huge advantage, 3-0.
Yeah, it sure seems like the Falcons have done a good job this second time through the lineup facing Savarese on being able to pick out the pitch that they would like and may have had some good hits and scored a couple of good runs.
Fondren breaks for second. And he's going to make it in there safely with a stolen base. Strike was called as the pitch came right down the middle. Byers was taking the entire way. Looks like Jancis is going to come over, have a quick word with Savarese on the mound. Hitters count now for Byers with a running now in scoring position. The Falcons have plated one here in the home half of the fourth. And that'll connect outside corner for Savarese, so he's battled back to work the count full.
Be quick, be strong.
And the 3-2 payoff pitch. Nice move by Savarese as he caught Fondren leaning with a late break to third, and that'll do it. The Falcons leave one, but they score one. They've got a 3-0 advantage as we move to the fifth. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Regional Championship only on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
Welcome to the Clubhouse and Recovery Room, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training and sports recovery facility. Our 11,000 square foot facility features baseball and softball lessons, bullpens, cages, hit tracks, pitching machines, pro shop, gym area, and travel teams. Our recovery room is one of a kind, offering the newest technology to keep you on the field playing at your best. We offer a full line of therapy including cryosauna, laser therapy, chiropractic adjustments, and much more. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse and Recovery Room have you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile off the Suncoast Expressway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
We move to the 5th inning. Dunedin's been able to take advantage of their opportunities here in the later innings. They now have a 3-0 advantage.
For the Leopards, number 19, Nico Jansen.
4, 5, 6 batters due up for Hernando. That's going to be Jansen's, Leg, and Savaries. And they got to get something going here sooner, Brian, if they're going to get back in this ball game. Outs are starting to run out for Hernando.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They got 9 outs left to go, and so far, Beard's done a phenomenal job of keeping Hernando off the base pads.
Dunedin's just going to try to keep doing what they're doing. Hernando's got to make something go. Beard gets ahead with that fastball for strike 1. Misses inside. There's a chopper. Beard up with it. He'll make the toss. A good pounce off the bound by Beard. Because that could have been trouble if he didn't commit to that ball early. But he'll get out number 1 for the Falcons.
Beard did a great job of getting off the mound there to plate to catch that ball. It's almost like a swinging bunt almost. He did a great job of getting off and making that play.
Changeup falls over the zone for strike 1 to Tristan Legg. There's a hard hit ball, but foul. Beard ahead in the count 0-2. He's going to be looking for that punch-out pitch. Legg looking to stay alive, try to get something going for Hernando. That'll miss low. I really like the placement there. A good miss.
That was a great miss. I think Byers thought the same thing as well. He thought it was low in the zone, strike 3 there.
It'll be strike 3 right there for Beard. Out number 2 of the innings recorded. Brings up the pitcher, Michael Savaries. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Nice changeup by Beard. Quickly ahead 0-2. You know, Beard's done well, Brian, this evening, keeping the Hernando batters off balance, not only with his change of speeds, but also change of locations. He's been working inside, outside all night long.
He has. He's actually done a really good job. He's finally settled in.
There's a one-hopper to Branch over at short. Gets Savaries by a step. Again, the Leopards go down in order. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-0 advantage Dunedin. You're watching the 2022 FHSA Regional Championship on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Clubhouse and Recovery Room, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training and sports recovery facility. Our 11,000 square foot facility features baseball and softball lessons, bullpens, cages, hit tracks, pitching machines, pro shop, gym area, and travel teams. Our recovery room is one of a kind, offering the newest technology to keep you on the field playing at your best. We offer a full line of therapy including cryosauna, laser therapy, chiropractic adjustments, and much more. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse and Recovery Room have you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile off the Suncoast Expressway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
We advance to the home half of the 5th inning. It's been a phenomenal game both ways. Dunedin's had some timely opportunities, and they've cashed in 3 runs to their credit. Looking to add some insurance here.
Inning for the Falcons, number 1, Brady Byers.
Brady, leadoff man on.
Whereas if you're Hernando, you want to try to shut things down quickly and get to the 6th and try to get some base runners on.
Yeah, what better way of doing it? You got 8-9-1 batters coming up. See what Savarese can do here to try to shut down this bottom half of the 5th inning.
And Brady Byers will lead things off. He was actually at bat at the end of the 4th. Ground ball over to Tafalski at second. He'll make the toss to Jansen's at first to record out number 1 of the inning. Good contact by Byers on that one. Almost stuck it through, but you can never second guess the range of Tafalski there at second, as we saw earlier on in the ball game with a beautiful sliding play to get the lead runner.
You're exactly right. He's made 2 phenomenal plays so far in this game.
I'll bring up Brian Luz. Fastball gets by for strike 1. Luz tripled his last time up.
He's the one that got this rolling in the 1st inning, or in the second inning, I believe it was.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Savarese offering, and there's a drive to left field. Cloud goes back on it, and that ball is gone! A solo shot for Brian Luz. And the Falcons are fired up as they now take a 4-0 lead.
What a shot that was by Luz.
Solid contact on that ball, and it just kept going, Brian.
He did. He's been on fire so far this evening. He's accounted for 2 of the 4 runs.
Brings up the leadoff batter for Dunedin, Rock Helton. I do got to say, Brian, Rock Helton's a great name for a ball player. Count now evens up. Savarese gets that one by. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A run knocked in on the Luz solo shot to left. Curveball gets popped up. Tafalski will camp under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. Trey Beard steps into the box. He's been pitching a phenomenal game for Dunedin.
So what's your sister doing?
Curveball by Savarese outside for ball 1. Two 2-0. Be sure to stick with us immediately following tonight's broadcast. Brian Lott will be announcing the Glory Days Player of the Game. You can also find the Player of the Game featured on our Twitter and Facebook feeds. At GCSN Broadcast, we'll also have the highlights up for tonight. We've got some dandies to show, that's for sure. So you don't want to miss that. Savary's offering misses away. Hitters count now for Beard, 3-1. And Beard will take ball 4. He'll take his free pass down to first. Putting a runner on for Dunedin. And we'll have the courtesy runner. It's Jeremiah Toker again. And stepping in now will be A.J. Shelton. Toker has his lead from first. Foul tipped into the glove of Will Taylor for strike 1.
Looks like Hernando might have someone down there warming up in the bullpen.
We don't have the best angle. Curveball fouled away. Down that third base line. Savary's quickly ahead 0-2. He's going to try to get that punch-out pitch, get Hernando out of this inning. Shelton trying to keep things rolling for Dunedin. Fly ball to left. And Cloud will make the catch for out number 3. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Baseball Regional Championship only on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So we're in the top of the 6th. 4-0 advantage Dunedin. If you're Hernando, the time is now to make your move. Dunedin's going to try to keep things rolling the way that they have. Leading the inning off for the Leopards will be Stephen Hart. Change up from Beard over the zone for called strike 1. Line drive, center field, that'll drop in. And Stephen Hart collects the first hit of the ball game for Hernando, and they get the leadoff runner aboard. So just what you needed if you're Hernando there, Brian.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They needed it really bad, especially here in the 6th inning with only 6 outs left. Let's see what Van Alstine can get something together.
That pitch misses inside for ball 1. It'll be interesting to see here, Brian, because here we are in the 6th inning, and Beard's pitching from the stretch for the first time in the ballgame.
That's exactly right.
Hart with his lead from first. Van Alstine shows bunt. He'll pull it back. Beard drops it down the middle for strike 1. Inside. Fouled away out of play, first base side. Count now works even at 2-2. So I guess we can say it now, Brian. Up until that point, on the single by Hart, Beard was not only working on a no-hitter, but a perfect game to boot.
He was. We talked about that in between the half inning, and I guess maybe by just discussing it, maybe we jinxed him, but not to discredit him. He's pitched a phenomenal game and continues to pitch a phenomenal game right now.
And he does so right there, ringing up the strikeout, and out number 1 for the Falcons.
At this point in the game, it's or in the season more than that, it's win and advance. So they're here knocking on the door to try to go win the state championship. So
the throw over by Beard. Now at bat, 1 out, 1 runner on for Will Taylor. Fastball comes in high. Fastball comes in high. Go. 2-0 now the count. Beard from the stretch now coming high, 3-0. So we talked about it possibly being a factor, Brian, and here we go. Hernando able to get Beard pitching from the stretch. And they got a 3-0 count here for Taylor.
Yeah, so far with him being in the stretch, I believe, it's made him change his thoughts. And he seems to be leaving that ball a little bit high rather than finishing that pitch and bringing it down in the zone.
And that connects for called strike 1. And Beard battles back, works the count full, 3-2, and a big payoff pitch here.
Yeah, this is an extremely big one here for both sides.
The 3-2 offering, swing and a miss, strike 3. A huge battle back for Beard. Trey Beard records out number 2. Lineup turns over for Hernando. Gabe Tafalski steps in. Changeup misses high.
Yeah, just when we talked about Beard struggling, he had a 3-0 count and he comes back and able to retire Taylor on 3 pitches in a strikeout.
Yeah, Beard's been phenomenal this evening. I mean, there's really not much you can say.
No, there's not. Sometimes it appears like he might begin to start struggling a little bit, and then he comes right back in his zone, and we might see it again here. Got a 3-0 count here on the leadoff batter, Tafowski. We'll see what Beard can do to try to keep the runner off the pad.
And he battles back there. 3-1. That'll miss high. So here comes Hernando. Hart moves to second, Tafowski to first. And it looks like we're going to have a quick conference on the mound for Dunedin. Have to imagine that the conversation, or the majority of the conversation, Brian, here will be just worry about the batter. You've been doing it all ball game, so don't go away with what works.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You got 2 outs. You do have the number 2 batter up, but Morgan being the DH, he has struggled a little bit here in this game, and he's just trying to settle Beard down and tell him, hey, let's finish this inning out and let's move on into the bottom half of the 6th inning with a 4-0 lead.
On the flip side, if you're Hernando, you got to be feeling some momentum here now.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I agree. This is the first momentum and the first excitement that Hernando's had so far in this game, and they need to take full advantage of it while they can, because there's only 4 outs left in this game. So backs up against the wall. Let's see what they can do.
Check swing did not go around as ruled by the field umpire, so ball 1 on Morgan, as he did well to hold up on that one. That's going to be fouled away. Beautiful movement on that pitch from Beard. He's now ahead 1-2. Nothing Morgan could have done on that one.
No, that had a lot of break on it, and caught that outside corner. It's difficult as a lefty to bat against the lefty as well with that tailing curveball. And he tried it again, and a little bit low there.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on for Hernando. And that misses off the plate. To run the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners will be moving on the pitch. If Morgan's able to make contact, we could have a very interesting situation. Fouls that one away. It's really an honor to be here tonight, Brian. I mean, it's such a great ball game, great support by both schools and family members and just fans out here to support this game and these wonderful athletes. And it's just been a phenomenal game here. And here we are, a 3-2 count, 2 runners on late in the game. It doesn't get any better than this.
It doesn't. Not to say the facility that they're being able to play at as well.
That's right, we're playing at the Blue Jays Spring Training Complex here in Dunedin, Florida. Phenomenal facility for baseball, so a fitting setting for tonight. Popped up. Branch camps under it and makes the grab for out number 3. The Leopards leave 2. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-0. Advantage Dunedin. You're watching the 2022 FHSAA Baseball Regional Championship on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
Softball game.
So we move to the home half of the 6th. Hernando was able to threaten in the top half. They got 2 runners on, but unable to capitalize. As once again, the Dunedin pitching and defense comes through and shuts down the threat.
Number 4, Josiah Branch.
4, 5, 6 batters due up for Dunedin. That's Branch, Rogers, and McNeil due up. Josiah Branch to lead things off. Hard hit ball to right field, but Talpa will track it to the glove for out number 1.
That's what Hernando was looking for. 1 pitch, 1 out. Try to get out of this without giving up any more runs, move into that top end of that 7th inning to do or die. They need 4 to be able to continue.
So Tristan Rogers steps in. Curveball in low. Rogers doesn't chase. Chopper up the middle. That could be trouble. Tefalski over to first. Not in time. Good job by Tefalski to even cut that ball off from the outfield, but you weren't going to get too slow of a developing play, and Rogers has some good speed, so he was going to beat that one out regardless. So mark that down as a single for Rogers. And a runner aboard for Dunedin. Now brings up Grayson McNeil. Fouled away out of play.
Grayson's last at bat, he hit that hard ground ball to right field and scored one of the 4 runs for him. So
The 0-1 offering for Savarese. Now ahead 0-2. McNeil will have to protect the remainder of the way, trying to get something in play for Dunedin. Or extend this at bat. And he'll do so right there as he'll take the ball outside. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The out will be recorded. Rogers broke for second. He's going to make it in there safely without a play. So puts 2 outs, runner in scoring position for Dunedin. For Tristan Fondren. We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. If you haven't yet done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, and it helps us out. We are a non-profit organization, so it does help us in offsetting our costs, so we sure do appreciate that. And as always, we appreciate your viewership and your support. Savarese gives a look, and then he'll offer. Ground ball over to Van Alstyne. He's up with it. One hopper. Good scoop there by Janssens to track it to the glove for out number 3. And this is it. We move to the final frame. Hernando needs 4 to tie. You're watching the 2022 FHSA Regional Championship on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We move to the top of the 7th. Hernando needs at least 4 runs to extend this contest. And if you're Hernando, you've got the lineup to do it right here. You got the 3, 4, 5 batters due up. But if you're Trey Beard and company, you want to keep doing what's working for you. You've taken a shutout into the 7th. And right now, if you're the Falcons, you're just 3 outs away from the Florida State Championships.
Leading off this inning for the Leopards, number 17, Anthony Talpa.
No changes defensively for Dunedin that we can see. Certainly understandable. While you like the 4-run advantage, it's certainly not insurmountable.
Couple of hits, couple of base runners, and before you know it, you got a tie ball game. So it's in the hands. It can be done. It's just they got a tall task ahead of them. Got to get some base runners.
And the Falcons have some of their feathered friends on the field right now.
Yep.
Leading off the inning, Anthony Talpa for Hernando. Breaking ball breaks low for ball 1. Two-0. Had some good velocity on that one.
This is what Hernando needed.
3-0 count on Talpa. I have to imagine he'll be taking the entire way as the Leopards desperately need base runners here. And he will. Leadoff runner aboard for Hernando as Talpa will take his free pass to first.
Brings up Nico Janssens, number 4 batter.
Just waiting for Talpa to get his sliding glove on. First pitch offering from Beard misses outside. Talpa with his lead. And the offering from Beard comes in low, 2-0. Lefty on lefty here at this at-bat. Big cut by Jansen's. Beard gets it by.
Come on, Trey. Do it again.
And that ball gets away. Talpa advances to second. Puts a runner in scoring position for Hernando. And the hitters count now for Nico Janssens. Branch with some quick words with Beard on the mound. He'll return back to that shortstop position. Swing and a miss. Count now runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a big payoff pitch here for both sides.
Called strike 3. Once again, Trey Beard comes through with a huge out. One out, runner on second for Tristan Legg. First pitch fastball outside for strike 1. Fly ball to right field. Shelton will make the grab. Or no, it looks like it was not made.
Like the ball hit in his glove and popped right out.
So that changes things quite a bit for Hernando. Puts runners on first and third. And correction, that was Oster in right.
Doing good. Let's go.
First and third, 1 out for Michael Savaries.
He could really help himself out a lot right here. Pitched a really good game for Hernando, and he could get him a hit right here and get the Leopards on the board.
Conversely, Dunedin's at double play depth. And if they can get a DP ball here, they would punch their ticket to the state finals, but Hernando's not done yet. One offering. Changeup gets fouled away. And right up against the fence. And the grab is made. Breaking home is Talpa. He'll score. Talpa tags from third. A very heads-up base running play there. As Byers, Luz, and Beard all converged on that foul ball, leaving home plate wide open.
That was a phenomenal play by Luz to get to where he could even get to that ball, and did a great job. And like you said, Talpa did a phenomenal job tagging up there with nobody being around home plate.
Two outs now in the inning. Breaking ball gets a good stop there by Byers, keeps it in front of him. Stephen Hart now at bat for Hernando. Hard ground ball over to Helton at third. He'll throw to first, and that's your ball game. The Dunedin Falcons are your 2022 regional champions. An outstanding effort by both ball clubs here tonight. Dunedin able to take advantage of their opportunities.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us.
So now let's take it over
The Falcons
to Brian Lott
4-1 tonight advance to the
for our Glory Days Player of the Game. Brian, who you got?
Hey, Will. I believe this is probably the first time it's ever happened in Gulf Coast Sports Network history as a baseball. But I have two players of the games. First one being Trey Beard. Trey Beard had 8 strikeouts, pitched a phenomenal game, gave up 1 hit in a 4-1 ball game, and you can't go without bringing up Brian Lewis. Brian Lewis had a triple that really got some things started, and then he had a solo home run later on in the game. So congratulations to Trey Beard and Brian Lewis on co-players of the game.
Certainly can't disagree with that, Brian. So well done to both ball clubs. Congratulations to the Dunedin Falcons, the 2022 regional champions. We'll hold for just a moment to see if there's a trophy presentation. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. And we usually are not notified of that in advance, unfortunately. And it does not look like there will be an official presentation. But before we sign off for this game, I'd like to announce that this will be our final live baseball broadcast of this season on the Gulf Coast Sports Network, as live video coverage at the state finals are reserved for Spectrum and NHFS Network. We do like to thank the FHSAA for working with us to bring these playoff games to you live this year for both baseball and softball. On a personal level, I would like to thank the entire GCSN team for an outstanding spring season. Together, we brought you over 60 live baseball and softball games from all over the greater Tampa Bay region. To our entire GCSN team of Nicole Wilkie, Hillary Lizer, Jose Morales, Abe Dowdell, Dave Barrett, Rick Ringer, Brian Hawkins, John McMurdo, Brian Lott, and senior broadcasters Dustin Atkins, Wild Bill Lizer, and Derek Smith, thank you all for your hard work and dedication to the community and sports that we serve and love. For Brian Lott, I'm Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time.